Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Jared Goff and the Los Angeles Rams.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 3.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Damon Harrison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Goff.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had 2 catches in the wild card game, and he's matched that total in the 1st quarter here in this one. And a 1st down as well. Zone now. Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 8-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the air again. Goff. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4.
Taking out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And he'll look for Adams again, and this time he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. He's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Michael Brockers drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round Weekend. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff throwing again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he is
going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
28-yard
And
attempt.
Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Packers 3.
The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
27-yard line.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. He's still fighting forward. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to see. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
Jared Goff.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle there by John Johnson. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Jones, fighting through, fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Working from the gun. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This is Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying 4th quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there. That
catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw is gone. Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Now it's gone. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now Austin. He's going to go. Touchdown, Packers. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
It's a 4th quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the 4th quarter. They just found theirs.
There's so much for the offense coming out, trying to mount that go-ahead drive. They get it right there on the punt return.
And a punt return play can change the momentum so many different ways and maybe put a team in command.
And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. On the return, it's Simba Webster. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain of 5. First down, Los Angeles.
Here's Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return comes Webster. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The throw over the middle taken in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right. And this is taken in at the 5. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So with that need, they take care of business in the divisional round. They'll be back here at home next weekend. One more hurdle to get to the big show.
The good feelings, they just keep coming. They get to ride that wave for at least one more week because they have their big prize in their eyes, and that's getting into the Super Bowl. But they have to win next week after winning this one.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.